What's going on, everybody? It is 8 o'clock. Hope all is well with everyone. We are live in the Lab Tech Show. I'm hoping that I have some audio here. I'm not sure if I heard the intro or not play, but welcome. It is the Lab Tech Show, and we're here to talk tech news and simplify tech in a language that you can understand. Hopefully, everybody can hear me perfectly fine, and we're live. We were having some issues behind the scenes of just getting things actually making sure everything is going right. But anyway, we're here, we're live, and we're here to talk CES. We're here to talk about simplifying tech, and then also we got some people that are here with me that said, you know what, we're finding ways to make tech simplified as well. And with that being said, I don't want to hold you guys further. I want to go ahead and bring them in. I have a Pittsburgh couple that created an app that said they want you to make it home safe. That's what they want you to do. And at the end of the day, if you ever get pulled over by the police, if you ever had problems with authorities or law enforcement, they just want to make it simplified. And we're going to talk about all that later on this evening within this 1 hour. So without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce you to the president and COO of Make It Home Safe, Mr. Carlton and Pamela Vreen, not Green, Vreen. How y'all doing?
Hey, how
Doing
are
great,
you?
TV.
That's what's
We're
up.
doing wonderful.
That's what's up. I see y'all got the logo in the background. Y'all got
We're
everything looking
representing.
good. Got the branded shirts. I mean, you guys are looking good over there. That's what's up. How y'all doing?
That's what's up. Thank you. Yes, we got to represent the brand. Make it home safe. That's
That
correct.
that's what's up. So real briefly, I know we're going to talk about it. I don't want you to give all the nuts and bolts out right now, but can you tell people exactly what Make It Home Safe is in a synopsis version before we go into the actual part of the show?
Sure, it is a smartphone application that allows you to present your driver's license, insurance, and registration, and any special instructions you have, like a disability or concealed weapon. You're able to send that information to the officer all before he approaches the vehicle on foot. And also, the officer is capable of notifying you that he's actually an officer and notify you why you've been pulled over.
Okay. All right. Well, the cool thing is you're going to talk about it. You're going to go deep into detail into it later on this evening, in this hour that we have. And but before we get into all of that, we have our word of the day. And let me go ahead and see if I can get my man situated over here. I don't know where he's at in the United States, but we about to find out. So check this out real briefly. He's somewhere in the United States, from LA to New York. Where are you, Revis? Don't forget to honk the horn. Revis, what's going on, brother?
Oh, nothing much. What's going on?
Man, I'm doing all right, man. So where are you at in the United States, my man?
I am in Crashville, Crashville, Tennessee.
Crashville, Nashville. Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, all right. What
Yes, we have nickname for it. We call it Crashville.
really? Okay, I never knew that. Hold on.
That's
I
suspicious.
ain't never heard of Crashville, man. You got me over there talking about that's suspicious, man. I ain't never heard of that one. All right, man. We got our word of the day, and our word of the day this evening is implacable. I'm gonna give you the definition, and I need you to break it down in truck driver terms, if you don't mind. All right.
All right.
All right, here we go. Implacable. It means not capable of being appeased, significantly changed, or mitigated. Not placable. What does all of that mean in truck driver terms or in layman terms? Can you break it down for us?
Oh yeah, that's the traffic over here in Crashville.
Uh,
Look at here. It can't be appeased. It's not gonna be changed or mitigated.
oh,
It's
oh.
gonna be crashes every morning and every evening.
Well, that's almost in every city, right?
No, not like Crashville or Atlanta.
Okay. All right. I got you. Mr. Vreen and Pamela, what do you think of their definition of Revis's definition of implacable?
Well, I think, well, we're all learners, so I'm going to go with what he says, and I'm just going to add that to my knowledge base.
All
I'll
right.
take it.
All right. So, Mr. Carlton, what you think of Implacable?
I know a couple people who implacably you try to befriend as much as possible.
Okay. All right. All right. That went right over my head, but I'm a roll with
Mine too.
I'm a roll with Revis talking about this traffic and it's implacable out here. All right, that's what we're talking about.
I know
We got
one
to fix it
thing.
as we go.
Everybody in Crashville in Atlanta should have this Make It Home Safe app.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. I like it. All right. Well, we're gonna talk to you a little bit more next week, Revis, as we talk about the next week's word of the day. But we're gonna find a way to use implacable in this show. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you want to shout out before we leave?
Hey, I just want everybody to make it home safe.
Well, there it is. All
All
right.
right, Revis.
That's right.
All right, y'all. That's Revis.
Hey, Rita.
He's in Crashville, Tennessee. All right. That's Nashville for the folks that are not familiar. All right. We got our stash stock party of the evening, and tonight's product offering is Teladoc Health. All right. Teladoc Health. Okay. Why did that not pop up on the screen? There it is. Teladoc Health Party is live. So you got 3 hours and 51 minutes to get your stash stock party. All right. So for the ones that are not familiar, this is your opportunity to invest in a piece of stock through Stash Stock. Every Wednesday, they offer you a free product offering where it's absolutely free. All you have to do is sign up. If you click the link in the bio or in the description, you will see where you can sign up. And once you're ready to start really investing and you put $20 down and you use that link in the description of the YouTube video, you get $20 back. But right now, if you go to stash.com/party, you get a free product offering and they're giving you some bonus time. All right. 3 hours and 50 minutes to claim your stock. All right. That's basically what it is. Teladoc Health. All right. We got a couple people that's here that's checking in with us. Let's see who we got. We got Kaib saying she can't see or hear us. Hopefully she can hear us now. Let's see, who else do we have? If you're here, put in the comments that you're here. Let us know that you're here. Mama D is in the building. How you doing? The Pocket USA is here. Let's see, who else we got? We got Mama D saying, hey, tall boy. Okay. Hey, Lab Tech family. Let me see. We also got Rich Vibes. Rich Vibes is actually in the UK. I wonder if your app works in the UK, Mr. Vreen. We got some
Yes,
folks
it'll work anywhere. I even tested it out in the Dominican Republic.
Okay, well, in the DR. Okay, there it is. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go ahead and jump into the show. So this is what we're going to do. I don't have any articles for the week. I have been editing videos, and we're going to just show 2 or 3 videos, and then we're going to go right into your app. Is that fine? We're going to show them some of the product findings. This might be some products that you might say that you want to put in your household from some of the tech companies that I met. We'll talk about it. And we'll go from there. I also see Criminal Justice Learning Center. They're also saying, sir. So apparently they're checking in with us as well. So we got a few law enforcement people that are watching as well. So hopefully we'll be able to make a connection with you. But with that being said, we had a chance to go to CES. And was this your first time at the Consumer Electronics Show for you, Mr. or Mrs. Vreen?
It was in Las Vegas. We were invited by CES once they saw the initial offering of the application to attend a private session with a few other companies in Washington, D.C. on Capitol Hill with influencers and members of Congress.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. All right. So let me ask you, what was your take? I want to hear from both you, Pamela, and also Carlton. What was your take on what CES was? How would you say it was from a vendor standpoint, and what was the experience like?
From a vendor standpoint, it especially a startup is priceless because it allows you to make that in-person connection. It allows you not only the in-person connection, but connections from all around the world. So, from that perspective, for a vendor, it is, especially in the area of technology, it is priceless.
And what I'll add to that, just being there, of course, reading about it and hearing about this world stage that we were going to be a part of, it was just very humbling. But to be there and even just to walk the floors, to see so many companies represented from all over the world, to be invited to that, to Eureka Park particularly, it was humbling because we were selected to be there. Not all companies that apply for Eureka Park startup companies are invited. So just to be there amongst all of these tech giants, it was very humbling and also just very, very inspiring at the same time to see so many wonderful applications, so many wonderful technologies being shared, throughout the world, really. It was a beautiful experience, is all I can say.
And just let me say this: one thing that I want to say is that, but I would also encourage and like to see more minority participation at that world event. More people of color and women in technology, because especially people of color, we were underrepresented. So I want to encourage everybody to stretch out and be a part. And there's so many connections and broaden your footprint as well as your possibility for funding.
I, I,
Right. And
I, I like what you're saying with that because this is year 10 for me, right? And I don't see a lot of us as African Americans that get a chance to either come as media or even come as vendors that
right.
has some type of tech space. And I mean, I know that they say that we are 1% or under 1% of the tech community. But I mean, we have some solid ideas and we need to find a way to make it. So make it there, and that way we can see it from how do we get our hands and get ourselves or our products in front of distributors, in front
Right.
of media folks. Like, how do you do that? And it's just one of those things that this is the largest tech conference in the world, and I wanted to get
Yeah.
your opinion. I know you guys are going to say your product was the best product that was out there for the year, but outside of your product, was there anything that you guys saw that was innovative that made you say, "Wow, this is really cool"?
But first, let me say this as well, and really appreciative of the vehicle and venue that you provide to come and interview Black tech entrepreneurs like myself and my wife and others, because this platform allow us to expand our footprint. So you're critical to that well, and we're thankful to that.
Absolutely.
One of the one of the best inventions, I guess, that I saw was in the area of some AI that allows for building faster chips. So that was something that doing some mapping and things, they're able to provide chips better and faster. So that's important. And there was also a studio where the furniture actually vibrated whenever you sat down for your movies or music, and that right there is quite an experience. So just a lot of things, and the BMW that
Oh,
changes colors.
yeah.
Oh,
Did you get a chance to see that?
yeah, I did get a chance to see it. That was pretty
I
cool.
said, can you imagine being somewhere in Atlanta at 5 o'clock and everybody's vehicles changing red because everyone's stuck in traffic, so they're picking up on everyone's sensories and emotions. I said that would be something. But yeah, I mean, a lot of wonderful, wonderful innovation took place there, and yeah, it was just so much to see. I didn't realize just how many companies were there until I got a chance. I believe on the last day I walked the entire floor, and I didn't realize just how large it
Hold
was, the
up. Did
capacity.
you? I have a question. Did you walk the whole? Eureka Park floor, or did you walk the whole convention center floor, both halls and Tech West?
You probably, I'm sure, burned about probably 10,000 calories easily per day, because I didn't get a chance to do what you did, just Eureka Park, and that was enough in and of itself. It was mind blowing. So I can imagine, and I have since watched videos of some of the other inventions and companies that were vastly spread out throughout Las Vegas, the convention center and other areas of Vegas. But no, Eureka Park was mind blowing enough. So it was just, it was a lot to take in. And of course, being vendors, we didn't have that kind of time to be able to take advantage of, all the other places that were holding exhibits. But yeah, it was great.
All right. Well,
and I got an opportunity. Just let me say this real quick. Kevin Johnson, who does a lot of work with helping to support black entrepreneurs with venture capitalism. And I was able to meet him briefly and hand him my card personally. And so that's the kind of exposure and experience that you can have at a CES. So I would greatly encourage folks to step out. You got an idea. Our community has a lot of great ideas. And because we invented a lot of things, too many things to speak about, even the air brake, I believe the elevator, traffic light. And so you have something that the world needs, and they're waiting for you to present it.
Well, there it is. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play a couple of videos, and I think we would all appreciate and think that we need these products in our home. And you tell us what you think. And on top of that, what I'll do is we'll discuss it real briefly, and then we'll go into your product. All right. So we're going to show the first one. We all have to eat, and we all need to cook, right? So with that being said, I'm going to present to you guys Cooking Pal. Check this out.
All right.
Yay! All right, what you think? I'm gonna go straight to Pamela because Pamela, is that something that you could see yourself using, or what you think?
Well, if you would have asked me that maybe 10 years ago, because I've become more and more busy. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time, and with my kids, they've graduated from college, so it's pretty much just me and my husband. And I'm not in the kitchen all that much, let's just say. But
Okay,
absolutely, definitely something that would be of high interest to many people that I know. Of course, yes, for sure, most definitely.
Carlton, what about you now? What you get out there? You want to just Valentine's Day is coming up. Instead of having all those dishes and the cleanup, what about you, sir? I just want to know, man. Go ahead. What you think?
Um, I think that when you can make household everyday things that we all have to do, you make them easier, you make them quicker. That's always a good thing, especially if you don't have to monitor it. It's funny that you said Valentine's Day because I did cook for my wife one time, maybe 20 years ago. I made some Delmonico steaks that were fabulous, and I'm a kind of a breakfast guy. I can cook if I have to, but I try to avoid it. So if I have to do it, that device looks like it would help even someone like me cook a lot better.
Okay, well, Sister Queen says I can use it, and today's her birthday, so somebody's got to get Sister Queen one of those. So she said I
All
can use
right.
it.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Sister
So
Sister
Queen.
Sister
Queen.
Queen, that's all you right there. All right, so it's called
Right there.
So it's called Cooking Pal. They have the Malto, Alto, and the Pronto. All right. So if you guys feel if this is something that you guys would like, check out the video. And you can go to cookingpal.com. All right. We're gonna go ahead and check out, see how much time we got. I'm gonna let you guys direct it. Do you guys want to do pets or you want to do? I got pets or I have something for the smart home. Which one? I'll let you pick.
I'm going to say everybody loves pets. So
Okay.
Yes.
I think everybody loves pets. So let's.
Smart home sounds good, but pets are very special to me. We just lost our pet about 3 months ago. So let's do pets. I love everything about pets. I'm intrigued by their personalities. I love toys, gadgets for pets. So let's do pets.
All right. So pets it is. Check out Nikasa, the P1 Pro and the P2 Pro. All right. Here we go.
I think we need a little sound quality.
right, there you go. Nikasa, your thoughts real quick. You guys said you didn't walk the showroom floors. I'm bringing products to you right in your living room. Your thoughts?
Oh, well, you know what? I don't know if you know this, but we can't hear what they are saying about their products. We
Oh,
hear
I
the
didn't know you
music,
couldn't
so
hear.
no. I couldn't hear what the first one was. I've been trying to decipher, whenever I'm looking at the actual product. And all I could see with this particular product was that there was a de-shedder and some sort of grooming mechanism, and it seems like it's on all in one, but we can't hear what they're saying about the product. So I don't know. I guess you didn't know that. I hear the music in the background,
Okay.
but we're not hearing the voices of the exhibitors.
Okay, so it's a pet grooming, a dog vacuum cleaner, and it basically has low noise. It's a de-shedder, clipper, brush, vacuum, and a comb to where you can get the dog hairs off of you as well. And basically,
So
they
this
have
is all in one.
all in
Yeah, I
one.
kind of
Wow.
I kind of was because I was able to see the video and I was able to deduct that and also some of the subtitles. I think that pet grooming can get expensive, and so if you are able to save, and also our little Yorkie Nico, who's gone on the Rainbow Bridge, he would be traumatized when we would take him to the to the groomer. If you can have this at home for your pet and maybe reduce some of that anxiety for him, and have a way to clean it all up all at once. This is a great idea.
And I like the idea too that it's the noise effect. It's because most dogs, mine in particular, would get very
Anxious.
anxious and very fearful with loud noises. So I think that's a great idea. But I think this is a huge thing because the pet market is a huge market. I mean, people will go to great lengths and spend unlimited money on their pets. So I think this is going to do extremely well, and it's going to, offer a lot of dog lovers, cat lovers, animal lovers a nice option for their homes, an all-in-one option. So I think that's great. I think there's a huge market for that, for sure. I would
Okay.
definitely have bought it had I been able to, have one in hand once when we had our dog, but we probably won't get another one at this point. But yeah, certainly I would buy something like that for
Okay.
sure.
All right. Well, that was the Nikasa P1 Pro and the P2 Pro, and then we also showed what was the other one that we showed earlier? We showed the cooking pal.
Cooker.
Yeah, the
Did
cooking.
he say? Did he say whether or not that was on the market currently, or is it? When will it
Right.
be out if it's not already
So the
out?
Malto is the 15 in one. That one's already available and it's $9.99. And if you go
Okay,
on their website, they have payment options of $70 or $80 a month that you can pay up to 12 months to pay for it. If you don't want to drop the whole thousand, you can finance it. And then
right.
also the Alto and the Pronto comes out in either June or July. So we're going to try and get them. And I think Mr. Marcus is from Hong Kong. So I
Huh?
had a chance to speak to him. He was in Atlanta, but we missed each other. And he said the next time he comes to Atlanta, we're going to try and I'll take him out for hot wings. And I'll extend that same
Great.
invitation. Extend that same invitation to you guys when you come to Atlanta because Atlanta's known for wings. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
all right.
Well, we're gonna take you up on that for sure.
Hey, I thought you would have said take him out for hot dogs.
Oh no, we not doing the varsity around here, man. No, we not doing that. All right, we got this call to action, and then when we come back, we're gonna talk about your products. All right, check this out.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
Hey everybody, it's the Lab Tech Show. That's right, the Lab Tech Show. Why don't you like, subscribe, and tell a friend? Come on, man, it's tech. We're simplifying it. We're breaking it down in a language that you understand. Will you just follow? I mean, you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, you're on YouTube. Just hit the like button or subscribe. It's the Lab Tech Show. Come on, man. This is what we do. We're simplifying tech in a language that you understand. The Lab Tech Show. All right, guys, that was a live read. So that was no pre-planned anything. I just went off the top of my head, and that's just basically what it is. What's up, Lisa Maria? Hope all is well with you. I see that you have a comment. I'm not clearly understanding what you're saying, but we will try and figure it out. You said something about an OTP code, and we will hopefully get it figured out. If not on the show, maybe we'll get it up and going for you. I must try and say this. It's I know how you are when it comes to your stuff. So we're gonna try and make it implacable. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. I hope I did it. I hope I said it right. Okay. So if I didn't say it in the right word, we're gonna just say if you stuck in traffic, you're gonna be implacable. So that's what we're gonna do. That was Revis's terminology. All right, Carlton, Pamela, you guys have a product called Make It Home Safe. I'm gonna give you the option.
Yeah.
Do you want me to play the video first, or do you want to talk about it first and then play the video? You let me know. This is a relaxed show. You're supposed to have your adult beverage, so I hope you guys got something nice to drink. I bring my Minute Maid.
I got coffee.
Hold on, let me get you on the screen because she got a pink cup. So, Carlton, I don't see no adult beverage over there for you. What's going on, Carlton? You knew the rules to the Carlton, you knew the rules to the show. I told you get your favorite beverage. Now she listened and you didn't. What's up, Carlton? Talk to me, man.
You know what? This is my leftover coffee from early this afternoon, and after we hang up with you or go off the air with you, I will be getting back to work. So this is here, and I guess we can share a cup.
Well, let me say this, is that I drink a lot of water, so I try to drink a whole lot of water and stay hydrated a lot. So for me, an adult beverage would be some water with lemon.
Well, you're supposed to have it on the show, man. I don't care what you drink.
Right.
It's a
Hey, Kyle, are you over there? Can you bring me some water? A bottle of water.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. What's your son's name?
Yeah, okay.
What's your son's name?
His name is Kyle.
Kyle, I got this sound effect for you.
Hey, Kyle.
Oh, wave to the audience.
There you go. All right. This is a live show. This is how we do. He got his water. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys. Make it home safe. Real briefly, can you tell us what it is? And I'm going to drop the video.
Sure. What it is, it's a smartphone application that allows you to present your information to the officer before he approaches the vehicle, positively identify who you are, and also the officer as well. And I'll talk a little bit about that. And all of that is to help with transparency and accountability during that interaction where you don't need to move because safety is everyone's concern. Okay. And so that this came to me and I had a negative experience. I'll talk about that more in a minute. And here you can go ahead forward with the video.
Traffic stops can be a stressful event for all parties involved. Make It Home Safe increases safety during traffic stops by using smartphone technology to verify your identity. Law enforcement officers will be able to review your driver's license, insurance, and registration information and send a notification informing you why you've been stopped before they exit their vehicle. Immediately notify up to 5 loved ones that you have been pulled over with your exact location, including 911 dialing, video recording, and health and disability alerts. Make It Home Safe takes the stress and fear out of traffic stops, making them safer, simple, better for drivers and law enforcement. Make It Home Safe.
All right, there it is. So it's available on Android and also iOS. So that means both parties can literally, because everybody knows I'm Team Droid, and Some of y'all iPhone users over here, I don't know what to say.
Hey,
So if you're an
We need to
iOS
cross
user,
over.
we love
no,
both.
That's suspicious.
that's very suspicious. Okay, that's very suspicious, Pamela. I don't know about that. So it's available on Android and also on iOS. And you guys tell us more about it. Go ahead, Carlton. The floor is
Sure,
yours.
sure. When I was at a rent-a-car counter at an airport, and I was dressed in business attire, and I was paying with my corporate American Express for my company, and like many of you, I began to go towards the lot to get my vehicle. But little did I know that I was being followed and that I was being profiled. And that when I got on the highway, there was a gentleman who came out of nowhere from behind me in line. And I noticed them, but I really didn't give too much recollection. But when they got me pulled over. They said I didn't use my turn signal or something like that. They got me pulled over, and then all of a sudden, several other vehicles showed up, and he said that he wants to search my vehicle for drugs. And I'm like, what? And so we know why they did that. Matter of fact, I was on my way to a hotel, and we know why they did that. So that night could have been very wrong, and I did one of the dumbest things I've ever did. This was before smartphones. There were cell phones, but there wasn't smartphones. And because I know I didn't have anything, what I did was I let them search the vehicle, and they went through all the baggage and everything. Quite naturally, they didn't find anything. And so things could have gone very wrong, and I may not have made it home that night. And in another occasion, in broad daylight, the officer had asked me to get my information, and wasn't thinking. I just went, like you normally do, and he pulled a gun on me in broad daylight on the side of the highway. And so that was a negative experience. And it is something, because I spoke to an Asian friend of mine just recently, about 2 months ago, and he said he did the same thing, and he wasn't thinking, but a gun was not pulled on him. And so out of this negative experience, the fear, the trauma, and all of those things that come in, instead of getting bitter, which all of those things come on because you're singled out, I decided to get better. And so I got this idea. I've been in IT for over 25 years, and God gave me this vision on what to do. As a matter of fact, I had the vision before the cell phone technology caught up to it. It's real safe. It's real simple. So all you do with the application, you just put your license plate, and you enter your vehicle information, and you just enter your license, insurance, and registration. Okay. And if you get stopped by a police officer, what you do is you just unhide your profile using biometrics. It's right in the app. And the app will give your license, registration, and insurance information right to the officer, all before he approaches the vehicle on foot. And so he has this information if you have a concealed carry weapon, if you have a disability, you're hard of hearing, or you're on the autism spectrum, or your loved one, and they may not make eye contact. This application, okay, will help that transparency and interaction, and it will allow that motorist to feel safer. Also, the app will let the motorist know that it's an officer behind them. And so that we know that the issue with sex trafficking and a lot of women who are afraid to drive at night, we have had several incidences of sexual assault and police impersonators trying to get the woman out of the vehicle. So women will feel safer. They'll feel confident driving at night. And they can even have a bumper sticker so that when that impersonator sees that bumper sticker, he'll drive past you and try to get someone else. So it's all about people. It's all about safety. It's all about simplicity. And we're piloting currently in two municipalities. We've been to the Department of Justice, and they love the idea. And so working with them on some grants to be able to make this available to everyone throughout the country, because not only the motorists, and it's not, you don't have to be a person of color, because as I've done my research and talked to police officers and law enforcement quite nationally for the past couple of years, it's a situation that gets tense for everybody. Even the officer, his heart rate and things are elevated. So how can we make this better? How can we give people peace of mind using smartphone technology and make it simple for people? You get pulled over, the app is voice activated. You can present your information to the officer. It also does the video and audio recording. It'll allow you to notify, alert loved ones, up to 5 loved ones, where you're at, and exactly where you're at on Google Maps, and that you've gotten pulled over. So it will do all of those things, but it's safe, it's simple, and everybody should have it. Everybody should want it, because it's just, we all have enough on our minds. Everybody has enough stress in their lives. And if we can help simplify that and make a better quality of life for everyone, motorists and police, that'll increase the chances of everyone making it home safe, because that's what it's all about. It's about providing a holistic view for everyone and safety.
So my question is, how many markets is it in now? Because I know you said that you were testing this, and we have some people that are on watching that may be able to potentially help you in their respective cities or in their respective markets. But how many cities are you actually having this product either be a test pilot, or that's already actually in, they've already rolled it out?
Sure. So as I said, we have 2 municipalities that we're piloting in now, and we also have some connections with the city of Pittsburgh. We're looking. I've also talked to some other cities, so we're offering a free pilot. It can be in a small a precinct in a major city. We're offering a free pilot. And a large city too, exactly. We're making this pilot free, and now for officers, okay. And we've timed it, okay. The training takes about 90 seconds, because it doesn't take you out of your normal routine. You just enter the state and the plate. The information comes up, and it'll allow police officers, because we know, okay. Even I believe 2 weeks ago, in the city of Chicago, there were 3 officers that committed suicide in the same week. And also in the city of San Antonio, over the past 7 months, 5 officers have committed suicide. And so it's also a mental health issue. It's a safety issue. They've been demonized because of the things that happened with George Floyd. And we know that not all cops are bad. And it's been a breakdown on both sides. Yeah. Let me say that. Because there are bad cops, there are bad priests, there are bad people in all sectors. But the key is that how can we make it better for everyone? So as I said, I've talked to a lot of police officers. I know their concerns, and this will allow them, because they have to, a lot of times they have to make split-second decisions. And if we can give them more data points, okay, to make those better decisions, then at the end of the day, that's going to increase the probability of them both making it home safe.
Well, this is what I want to do. If anybody is watching this video and they like what they're seeing, if you guys have questions, this is why we're here. We have Carlton, we have Pamela here to talk about making home safe. And we want this to be a conversation. I know the show is only about an hour, but the thing is, I wanted to introduce them to the show. And I also wanted to make sure that we walk away being knowing that there's some technology that's out there. And this is what CES is all about, right? To get out there and find out what's new, what's innovative. And they're saying, hey, we're willing to open it up in a small municipality or even in a large one. We're in Atlanta. So we have some Atlanta officers that are here that are watching the show. So maybe they may be able to take this to their superiors. Maybe they know somebody in another city and say, hey, just check out this app. So I want to make sure that I get you guys an opportunity to get in front of as many people as I possibly can. And we walk away with more people knowing exactly what Make It Home Safe is all about.
Right.
Great, and I appreciate that. And you can reach me by it's just cvreen at makeithomesafe.com is my email address. You can reach out, and like I said, it's safer, it's simple, it's better, it's the digital age. I know officers, 80% of officers are concerned by being exposed on roadways. And so if you can get that information while you're still in the vehicle, okay,
And
that
positively identify who's behind the wheel.
exactly. And now
Yeah.
this is right. And even if the vehicle was being shared, and so we're looking at approaching rent-a-car companies. So if you gave the car to your aunt or your cousin or your son came home from college like I did, that's my concern. Okay, or your daughter driving at night. The application will tell you that the vehicle is being shared by a loved one or your teenager or whoever it is. And that transparency will help bring the temperature down for both motorists and police because the time is now. We can do this.
Yes.
We can make this better for everybody, make better communities. This is there. We know that there are many problems, okay, but as many solutions and points that we can address to help increase safety for everyone, it's going to make our communities better. And we know that our communities are the ones that are mainly impacted, especially by crime and violence. So if we can make those communities better, safer, and make those communities better, then that'll also increase our housing values, okay, and make our communities more attractive. So and so there's a lot of things that goes into just helping each other, because the more people I can get say, hey, I want this, and you just download the app, okay, that says that we want this, and that allows us to even continue to leverage with the Department of Justice, with cities and municipalities, that, hey, we want our communities to be safer. We want our loved ones to be safer. We want to feel safer going down the highway. And that with this application, it'll make it better for all of us and give us all a greater opportunity, police and motorists,
Got you.
to make it home.
So I'm looking on the messages, and Lisa Maria is saying that she signed up with the email address and she cannot get any further than the sign-in screen. It just keeps saying it's sending the OTP code. So that's something that we have to figure out. Something that we got to figure out. Is that just a technical glitch that's going on right now, or is that something that is just something on her end?
What that is that we have had a lot of downloads, okay? And so what we're doing right now is that we are increasing capacity, okay, to provide more downloads with the system, because we went over a threshold because so many people want this application, and it's just a glitch that we should have rectified pretty quickly. So we contacted my developers and folks, and so we're increasing the pipe to allow everybody to have access to this.
Gotcha. Okay. I see that you got a $50,000 grant. Can you talk about that grant that you got?
Sure. Yes, we and there were 70 companies in the city of Pittsburgh, and there was a pitch competition, and out of those 70 companies, the top three won grants. And so out of those 70 companies, we were selected as one of the top companies that create social innovative change. And even here in the city of Pittsburgh, we were just nominated for Invention of the Year, and most likely to change the industry. So we're proud about that, and we've had other investors come forward in this application because it's the digital age. And with my wife and with my team, we were just able to build this out, and I have more greater enhancements coming out. So things to look forward to. It's going to even make this better and easier. And so, yes, out of 70 companies, we were one of the top three, only top three who got grants.
Congratulations on that.
Thank
So
you.
so I am reading the comments, and one of the comments says, "For where is it at? Former Atlanta police officer here. Let me see if I can get it pop up on the screen. Give me 1 second. Former Atlanta police officer here. I think you'll probably have some success in cities, but I think a growing number of people are getting tired of digital surveillance, tracking, and controlling their every move. So, how do you combat that?
Sure. Well, now, and that's beautiful because the application can only be accessed by law enforcement if you unhide your profile using biometrics. So, privacy and secrecy is top priority for us. That's why whether you want a bumper sticker because you want that potential police impersonator to know that, hey, you have this feature, and if you're not a police officer, I'm going to know. Okay, so either way, but they are exactly right. But it is the digital age, and just about everybody has a digital footprint. But their privacy and secrecy is of the most importance, and no one can see it. Law enforcement cannot see it unless you unhide your profile using your biometrics, your facial or fingerprint recognition.
So let
Right.
me
And also,
go ahead,
go
Pamela.
ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I want you to finish your thought, and then I'll.
So I just want to make sure I get this right. I get pulled over by the police, and once again, you're saying that this is a voice enabled. So instead of me trying to remember what's the name of that app, I'm literally just saying, make it home safe, and then the app will open up. And how does the
Yeah.
information get from the from my app on my phone that I voice enabled to the police officer's vehicle that pulled me over? Because there's so many police officers. How do you know which officer or which patrol car has my information? I think that's the question that I'm trying to figure out.
Sure. Okay. So what we would do is that's where the marketing and everything comes in the area where we let we let people in the area know that it's available and that local police department is using it, and that's why we're propagating it now. And that what will happen is that all they have to do is put in your state and plate, and once you unhide it with your profile, it's just you just tell it to unhide. You just slide it with your unhide your profile. It's real big. It's in red right there, and all you do is do that. As soon as you do that, the officer will have access to it. You will see that it is a police officer that has accessed it, so you'll know it's him, and he'll be able to tell you why you've been pulled over and his name, his badge number, all and those type of things. Because a law officer told me that if you can let them know who you are, that just helps that personality and help reduce that conflict. If they know he's Officer Smith or Officer Jones, and that just reduces that conflict.
So
So
once again, I just want to reiterate because I want to make sure everyone is understanding. I get pulled over in my Mercedes or my Honda Civic. I say make it home safe. The app automatically opens up. But am I sending it to the police department or am I sending it to the actual officer that pulled me over? I'm looking for clarification with that right there.
sure, yeah, sure. What will happen is that and I just want to let me just make this a little pedagogical and make sure I'm simple as possible.
Here you go with the
Okay,
big
so
words, y'all. Here you go with it.
put that on next week. put that put that on next week. So to make this simple, okay, your information is on a system that only the police can access. Okay, just like they have now. Okay, and so once you unhide your profile, okay, only when you hide your profile, they'll be able to see, they'll be able to identify you, your location, and get your information. So whenever you unlock it, when they put in the state and plate, your information will come up
But I
for them. And it's available to any police officer,
within that department,
any
whoever.
police officer anywhere who puts in the state and plate. Okay, so it'll be available to them. So and all they have to do is put in the state plate, and all you have to do is unhide your profile, and they'll be able to see your license, insurance, and registration information.
Okay.
And
Well,
then
we
there's
got to
that collaboration.
real briefly. I want to get this comment up on the screen from James Hicks. I want to give you guys your flowers while he's still here before he goes and does his show. He says
Thank you.
Team Vreen. This app and service is greatly appreciated. Thank you for the development. My question is, if you have monetization on your roadmap, if not, how will you sustain the platform?
We do have who will be responsible, who will work with is the municipalities, because they're at risk. It's the cities and municipalities that get sued for over $330 million a year. As a matter of fact, even here, one of my son's friends from Duquesne, who he sees on his college campus, that he was shot 5 times because he was misidentified. Okay, and so if he would have had this application, they would have had the right Leon Ford. You can look it up. His name's Leon Ford. And he sued the city. It cost him close to $10 million. So the cost would come from the municipalities. And working, I believe, I plan to continue to work with the Department of Justice, where departments can get grants, because with President Biden's Police Reform Act, to help work in that area to make this available for everybody. Right now, the downloads are free. And we plan to hopefully keep them free or at a minimal cost, because there's that single mother who's worried about their sons. I've talked to a couple people from Mobs, that's mothers of black sons, who love this idea. They were ready to jump through the phone. So there's that single mom who's working 2 jobs. Okay, we want to keep any cost minimal to her, if at all. So it's because it's all about people. We're just here to help people.
Okay. You got James Hicks also says, so folks read the opt-in policy. And then I'm hearing Lisa Maria say, hey, Siri, make it open, make it home safe. So that's how it would open on the iOS or y'all iPhone
Yeah, here, let me
users.
say it. Yes. Let me say it like this. I got to say it maybe a little bit soft, because I don't want my phone to open it up. But all they have to, say, hey, Siri, and then you just say, open, make it home safe app, and it will come open.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, Pamela, I'm sorry. I had questions. So
Sure.
I do apologize for cutting you
No,
off.
no,
I
we
know.
love answering questions. That's why we're here.
I want to make sure that everybody gets a clear understanding of what this is. And if you're in your respective city, because we got people from LA all the way to Philly and New York that are watching this show, if you guys know somebody that works with the county commissioner, the mayor, the city council, police, municipalities, share this video with them so they can see what this is all about. And maybe we can find a way to have the Vreen family. It's not green, it's Vreen, Vreen. People been asking, are we saying that the right way? Have them have these conversations with the local municipalities. This is one of the cool apps that I thought that was out there at CES. And Pamela, I know you're the chief operating officer. What is your day-to-day role with Make It Home Safe? And what do you want the people to know from a female perspective?
Well, my role, first of all, I oversee all the administrative and operational items, as well as business development, reaching out to all the municipalities, potential partners, and so forth. But what I want to see is, for every woman like myself who has young males, sons, to be able to relax and understand and know that they can feel free and confident that their sons, when they are out on the road, that they are not going to be in a situation where they can suffer a bad outcome because of bad judgments or something that has just just gone wrong because of misidentification. This tool that we have developed, it is one that is a collaborative tool that we believe that police officers and the community can work effectively together to be able to create better outcomes for everyone. So we are working collaboratively. We are pro-police, I want to say that. It's not a tool that we're going to use as a way to use it against police officers. That's not our intention. It's to be able to help both sides see that these risks of traffic stops that have been going on in this country stop young individuals, young men from being killed in our streets by unfortunate situations from, as my husband said, bad decisions. You know, they have split second decisions to make. So we want to work together and be able to improve the processes, as you know, because as he said, technology is evolving, and as technology is evolving, we have to evolve. Our companies have to evolve. We have to look for solutions and better ways to be able to manage, better ways to create systems in place that's going to create safer outcomes for everyone. So this, I think, is long overdue. People have been looking for solutions. I talk to women every day, and they said the first thing that they have to do when their kids start driving, their sons particularly, is take them down to the police station and let the police officers know who they are so that they are not in a position where they are misidentified. That breaks my heart because we're in 2023 and we should not be dealing with that, you know. So when I hear that, it's as if I heard it for the first time. And I've had that same fear, you know, when my young college age graduate students or sons rather on the roads at night or, you know, just coming home from work, you know, I want to be able to relax. And I believe that this tool is going to give me that peace of mind.
I got Criminal Justice Learning Online. His question or his comment was, where is it at? What is the software that the officer has embedded into his computer systems to see the information?
Sure, and that's a great question. One of the things is that they have two mechanisms that they can use. There is a police application that they can download on their smartphone, or what I've also done was to make it easier for the officers. There is just a secure website that we have that, so even if they just have a standard web browser, they would be able to access it with the proper credentials.
Okay.
So it's real simple for them.
I'm getting Mama D saying, I appreciate, what is she saying? I'm appreciating this, the Vreen team. I'm learning so much this evening. I'll pass this info to my area in California. I'm also getting...
Thank you.
I'm getting, let's see, what do we have here? Another comment. This is from a former Atlanta police officer. He says, I feel as though we're giving up too much of what it means to be human to rely so heavily on technology. I'm not as embracing of the digital age. It's a philosophical question for me, but good luck to you. So as a former police officer, he's not all into the technology, but I mean, hey, this is how you're going to
digital age now.
Well, let me say this. And I appreciate and I thank him for his comment and what he's done. We know that the National Police Chief said that we used to, when we put out an opening for a police officer, he said they would get 1,500. They could get 1,500 applicants, and he said now they're lucky if they get 50. And so the safety, everybody, when we were all small, everybody wanted to be a police officer. Now no one wants very few want their loved one to be a police officer because it's dangerous. Yeah. They have to make a lot of decisions. And so if we can use digital technology to make it safer, okay, that'll help them with recruitment and retention. Right. And so now let me say this. Let me ask him this question. How many more deaths are acceptable?
Okay.
0. If that death can be prevented, because one is one too many when that one is your loved one.
Right.
That's true.
And if we can use digital technology to help that loved one make it home, to increase that officers, because we know now they're being ambushed. Right. Okay, if we can increase that officer's possibility of making it home safe, then we can help make it safe for everybody. Because there again, it's all about people. The digital world is here. It's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And it's all about people. That's what it is, to improve the quality of life. We need people. We want people. We want to help people. We're ministers, in our local church, and it's all about, it's all about people. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
James has another comment, and he's saying voters get behind Team Vreen. This needs to be on the ballot. And he
Thank
says,
you.
he says, period. It needs to be on the
Period.
ballot.
Exclamation point.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
I mean, you have a lot of folks that, like I said, this is what CES is all about, guys. I mean, it's to go there and find products that make sense. I mean, out of the thousands and thousands of people that were at Eureka Park, downstairs, upstairs. Then you also have the convention center. You have to weed out. Everybody's got a product. Everybody thinks that their product is the best that's out there, but you have to weed out. And once again, this show is dedicated, or it's targeting 40 to 55. We're decision makers. We're voters. We want to be informative. We want to still stay in the know, but the tech goes over our head. And, the thing is, when I saw them, it was like, this is a cool app. So I think that it needs to bring more awareness. And like he said, how many more George Floyds do we have to have? How many other negative police stops do we have to have? So if the technology is there, why not use it? I get it. We can be in the Flintstone age, or we can jump to the George Jetson age. I think that there's a happy medium. I'm team fast-paced George Jetson, and there's some people that are just not ready to go into the new age. But there's got to be a happy medium somewhere, and I think we just have to bring it there. So, and I think this is what CES is all about, and it's a matter of just us at the end of the day embracing the technology. That's my phrase, or that's my word for the year. Embrace the technology. I think that's really what we need to do.
And let me say this. Just let me say this real quick, because and even we, like I said, and my wife said, peace of mind. There's nothing. It's wild. It's nothing like the joy of hearing the garage door pop at night because your son has made it back home safe, because you're afraid they're going to be stopped. But one thing is that many of us, all of us probably saw it when the young boy, he was like 16 or 17 years old, and they showed it, and he brought the police home because he was afraid to stop. And that whenever he got to the house, his grandmother came out saying, "Don't shoot him, don't shoot him." And
Right.
they pushed that grandmother down to the ground. My wife went ballistic. She said, "Carlton, if you don't get out there and help that grandmother now, those grandmothers who have to raise children," because my sister, unfortunately, at an early age, had succumbed to breast cancer. While she was in college, she had gotten breast cancer, and she had a son. And so that grandmother who has to step in and be the parent is my mother. Okay. And many of you are the same way, where you have to raise those young black males. And so this app will help you feel more at peace, because, and I counted, I think I counted 27. I have like 27 nephews, believe it or not, under 30.
On both sides, yeah.
On both sides of my family, me and my wife's family. And so we know they're at risk. And we want to just make it safer for everybody, for men, women, especially older people, because a lot of older people say they get so nervous they don't know what to do.
And I think also, too, from a woman's perspective, I want to know that it is indeed a police officer behind the wheel that is stopping me. As my husband mentioned earlier, there are a lot of police impersonators. And just from a woman's perspective, I need that sense of peace of mind, knowing that I am being pulled over by a legit police officer. So this is going to help with all the impersonations that have been going on in our communities and around the country, as well as sex trafficking. So,
and this is our other son.
Yeah, this is our other son. This is Isaiah.
He came. Yeah, there we go.
You have some fine young
You got to bend
sons.
down a
Yeah,
little bit.
bend
You got to
down.
bend a little bit.
I want
And
my baby to make it home safe.
and he knows Leon Ford from college, who was shot
He's got to
5
duck
times.
down. You got to duck down a little bit. You got to duck
You
down.
got duck down. Yes.
You're going to sit on mama's lap. There you go.
You got to duck
And
down.
so,
There you go. There you go. You're live, man. You're live. This is live on YouTube right
yeah.
now. All
Yeah,
right. So,
and it's one of the reasons why I do what I do, and nothing's going to stop me from doing everything I can to help people like him, people like us, have more peace. Anybody who has this fear to make it home safe, nothing's going to stop me from going all out to help as many people as I can.
all right. So I'm gonna
Thank
share
you,
a few
sir.
more. I'm gonna share a few more comments. What's your name, sir?
Oh, my name? Isaiah.
Okay, Isaiah. So when your dad made this app for you, how old are you?
I'm 25.
At 25, you've gone to college. You probably, I don't know what your experiences have been with the police, but for you, how do you tell somebody that's in your age range about this product? Like, what would you think the proper messaging should be for you?
I would tell them that this is a way for them to avoid dangerous encounters with police officers. I would tell them this is a way for them to make it home safe. It limits, all the tension between the driver and the police officer who may be pulling them over. So I think, especially being a young black male, and my friends are the same demographic, I think this is something that they definitely could benefit from, and something that could help them get home safe. You never know.
You never know. It's right.
And let me do this here real quick. I'm doing this for a reason.
Real brief. We
Right,
went
yeah.
over we went over the hour, so I'm trying to be respectful of everybody's time. But go
Sure,
ahead.
sure. And you can see he has a hoodie because he came from the gym, and he graduated from a very prestigious college, a very expensive, and Michelle Obama said that she has to be concerned because even though her daughters or whoever are top notch in their education and everything, the first thing they're going to see is black. Okay, and that's the concern. Michelle Obama, First Lady Michelle Obama, said that, and if we can help increase that tension and change that, then it's going to make it safe for everybody.
Let me share a few more
that's all.
comments, and then we're gonna jump on out of here because I want to be respectful of everybody's time. I definitely thank you guys for still staying on with us past 8 o'clock. For the ones that are still here, thank you so much for this thoughtful information. Was said, Mama D says, "Save my life." There's other people that
Yes,
are
Mama,
watching.
we got to save your life and many more.
And thanks everybody for still hanging out
Yes.
and their input. Thanks everyone.
Because
Appreciate
of
you.
their reasoning for this life-saving app, I'm praying for overflow sales for the Vreen team. So, okay.
Thank you. We're in agreement with that.
Amen.
We're in agreement with that
Yes, we
overflow.
received that. Yes.
So I want to do this real briefly. I'm gonna let Pamela go first because Carlton like to talk a little bit, so I ain't trying to throw him under the bus. I want Pamela to do this. Tell the people what you want them, whether they're watching on a replay or they're watching right now live. Tell them what you want them to know about Make It Home Safe and how they can help you. And I got you next, Carlton.
Sure. Okay, what I want them to know about Make It Home Safe is that there is no other application out there that provides all of the benefits that this app does. Make It Home Safe is revolutionary. We are going to transform the way traffic stops are conducted around this country and around the world. Everyone needs it. The community needs it. The police officer needs it. You can follow us on our social media pages to see what we're doing. We have a lot of content that we update daily. So if you go to our website, www.makeithomesafe.com, you can also look at the demo video of the traffic stop. You can show it to people how it works. And you can just click on the links of our social media pages to follow us. So make it home safe. Share it with your friends, your family, your nieces, your uncles, your nephews, everyone.
Great.
Okay. And Carlton, from a business standpoint, let me get you on the screen in a second. For a distributor or for a municipality, what do you want them to take away from Make It Home Safe? And how can they help you? What is it that you need? Because my thing is, we're trying to bring everybody together and find a way to partner and find corporate partnerships. What do you need? Like, tell us right now, plain English, what you need.
Sure. What I need is your willingness to say we want to make it safer for our citizens and for our police, and that we know that municipalities are at risk, and that you say we'll allow you to do a free pilot in our city to help us propagate this app. And that's what we're looking for. We need folks to tell their loved ones to download the app, because quite naturally, the more downloads we have, the more leverage we have as we go forward with additional venture capitalists. I'll just say this a little bit, that we also have some car companies that are interested. And so downloading the app, just contact us. We'll give you a free pilot at no cost. Quite naturally, free is no cost, and help improve the safety and quality of your community and allow you to increase your ability to recruit and retain officers by making it safe for them as well.
Yes.
Okay. And Isaiah, right? You're still here, right?
It's Kyle. Kyle, you get in there. Come on.
Okay. All right.
Come on, Kyle. Bring up.
I'm getting a small lag, so I don't know who's in and who's not. I'm getting a small lag,
All
but
right.
bear with me. I guess real briefly, you guys are the youth. You guys are the future. I already asked your brother, but to you, what do you want people that may be probably stereotyped or profiled? What would you want them to know about this app? Why should they download it?
In today's culture and society, everybody's well aware of what's going on, and you can't be ignorant of what's happening. And the best way to prevent those situations is by downloading the Make It Home Safe app, becoming informed on the app, and for so many young people my age, so many of us have rough encounters with the police, but this app is a great way to mitigate those risks that come with dealing with cops and young drivers, and that Make It Home Safe will make it safe for everyone.
Amen.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, guys. It is the Vreen team. That's what they call themselves. Pamela and Carlton Vreen, not Green. We had an opportunity. Yeah, we had an opportunity to talk. Yeah, Vreen with a V. That's correct.
He got it.
We're gonna get you back on the show, and maybe later on, and see how your developments are going on throughout the year, and just see how things have been. And hopefully somebody that's watching this show will share this information. And however I can help you on the lab, you let me know. You have an open invitation, or if there's anything else I can do, whether it's creating content or helping you with the video, we can sit down and discuss that. So I like what you guys had. We had an opportunity to see what the Nakasa was. We also got a chance to see the cooking pile. And we also learned the word of the day, which is implacable. All right. So implacable was the word of the day. So at the end of the day, I'm going to play this video one more time. And for the people that are interested, download the app. It's absolutely free, right? It's free. No cost to anybody.
And by the way, that's our son Kyle that's featured in the video, by the way.
Okay, well, that's a beautiful family. They made their commercial debut. Hopefully, you got a good check out of it, Kyle. Hopefully, they paid you very well. Okay.
Well, he has to learn the art of negotiation. It's funny you should say that. I asked him, I said, well, how much do you think you're getting paid for the video? And he says, how much? I said, nothing. And he said, why? I said, because you didn't ask. You got to ask for what you want. That's a
Oh
lesson learned.
man.
Don't ever be afraid to speak up and ask for what you want. You got to negotiate. You have to negotiate and be able to say what you want, right?
Family discount. That's
He said he got
He
he
gets
got
the
a
inheritance.
super
He gets
discount.
part of the inheritance.
All right, I'm gonna play this video. I'm gonna play this video one more time, and we're gonna get up and out of here. All right. So check this out. The
Okay.
Vreen teams make it home safe.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Oh, I got the audio. My bad. I'm sorry. One more time. Give me 1 second, guys. I had turned your audio down so we can play it. Give me 1 second. There we go. Do we not
Make it home safe increases safety during traffic stops by using smartphone technology to verify your identity. Law enforcement officers will be able to review your driver's license, insurance, and registration information and send a notification informing you why you've been stopped before they exit their vehicle. Immediately notify up to 5 loved ones that you have been pulled over with your exact location, including 911 dialing, video recording, and health and disability alerts. Make it home safe takes the stress and fear out of traffic stops, making them safer, simple, better for drivers and law enforcement. Make it home safe.
All right, guys, there it is. MakeItHomeSafe.com, and it's Make It Home Safe 1 on their Instagram. All right, so MakeItHomeSafe.com, Make It Home Safe 1. Thank you once again, Pamela, Carlton, Isaiah, and what's the other one's name?
Kyle.
Kyle. Thank you guys so much for hanging out on the Lab Tech Show. I definitely appreciate you guys. Any last words, real briefly?
Yeah, I just want to say, if you go to the website, it'll take you to all of our social media links. So we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on LinkedIn, we're on everything. So go to the website and you can just click the links and be sure to follow, like and follow.
Yes, and look for bigger updates, greater updates coming. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us. We appreciate you. We're going to take you up on those wings. Well,
I bet you. Now that's only for you and Carlton. That's not for the boys. I'm telling you now because I can't feed them two. All right. So look, it's the Lab Tech Show. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Please tell a friend to like, subscribe, and share. And without further ado, that's it. See you guys next Wednesday, God willing. All right.
Thank you. Bye bye. God bless.
You guys did a good job.
Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second.